boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Boy, it just keeps getting better and better, y'all. It just keeps getting better and better. I think that was that movie The Wiz, where was that song in the one of the scenes, and it said, "Please don't nobody else bring me no bad news." And unfortunately, it seems though as if we may be missing Dak Prescott for the rest of the season. Yeah, I said rest of the season. So we gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about them stinking birds. Y'all sit tight while your boy Ant get right. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Is my producer, beats.
I said let's go. I said let's go.
Yeah. And they know. Yeah. They say nothing comes from a dreamer. I'm just here to let you know we been hustling 24/7,
365, get that dough.
Don't know when I'm gonna stop.
Cause that paper feels so good.
Turning and gripping grain.
Leather seats with the wood.
Loves the road with me, she hold it down.
Shotgun.
Windows tinted, so you know she blow me shotgun. And I'm riding in the whip to the money.
Drop y'all.
They come back in for the money.
Hey,
Call
hey,
me Mr.
hey.
Certified. Come and get that gig right. I'm trying to see the world been I keep. Come take a flight. I can see it now.
Ant winning the Grammy.
Haters gonna be mad.
And no, they can't stand me.
It's so cool. I'm just repping for my team. Check the stats, pimpin'. We playing for that ring, no flexing.
We playing for that ring. I know we down, but damn it, we ain't out. Let's go.
And they know, 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 and they know. They love my shit.
They love my shit.
They love my shit.
They love my shit.
And they know, 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 and they know. They love my shit.
They love my shit.
They love my shit.
Let's go. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. First and foremost, how is everybody doing this evening? Glad y'all could join me. I am yours truly, Mr. Always Making Plays, coming back at you with another What Are We Doing Wednesday? What we doing Wednesday? Y'all know, I know it's hump day in most other people's world, but y'all know on Wednesdays,
What we doing? Okay. What we doing? What we doing? What we doing?
yes sir, and quite frankly, that's what inquiring minds want to know. What are we doing? What the hell are the Dallas Cowboys doing? And I gotta kill the music for this, y'all. It is unfortunate. It's kind of what we feared. But your franchise quarterback more than likely will miss greater than 4 weeks. Per reports, it is said that the MRI confirmed that his hamstring is partially torn off the bone. Very unfortunate when you consider how this season has taken shape, what Dak Prescott has had to deal with from the media, with the fans, etc. I mean, it's unfortunate, and as much as I know Dak is a warrior, I know he hates not having the opportunity to be able to fight. I see my team going down, my ship going down. I'm not one who's going to want to run. We even saw him attempt to try to get back into the game, whatever, but they're saying greater than 4 weeks, but honestly and truthfully, I believe we probably have seen all that we will see of Dak Prescott on this season. So it's unfortunate that is yet another injury that has plagued us this season. I spoke on it. Sadly, I spoke on it months ago. For those who were here and may remember, oh man, y'all coming through in the chat showing love. Drell, Angie, Sugar Daddy, good to see y'all. Appreciate y'all for joining your boy this evening. Yeah, for those who were here, I did a collab show with Boss Cowboy and the Big Time Show. And I said, we have had success over the last couple of seasons. I said, but we have been very fortunate that the injury bug has not hit this team. And I said, with the depth that we lost this past offseason, if the injury bug hits you this year, you are going to feel it. And ladies and gentlemen, you are witnessing us feeling it. At this point, I don't know how many times this season I have said, shit, next man up. Like it's rough. I mean, you look with the guys that we lost, and then Sam goes down, and then Marshawn goes down, and Micah goes down, and Bland goes down, and D-Law goes down. Kendricks went down. Carson went down. Like, the backups are getting hurt. Like, is it a button? Can I tap? Can I say, hold up, time out, wait a minute? Like, can we go inside of the settings and switch injuries to off? Because we dropping like flies, man. And, I said it, and it was just me kind of spitballing at the time. But during the watch party of the Falcons game, I said, man, unfortunately, as much as I hate to say it, we've touted the Cowboys as having a great medical staff, which they are still great, and even a good, conditioning team or whatever. But for whatever reason, I just feel like this past training camp, we may not have been in the best of shape. For you to have this many injuries, I mean, it's ridiculous. Every week, and it's not just I just tweaked, or I just, You know what I'm saying? Landed like we losing guys for multiple weeks, y'all. Like I would love to have some intel as far as conditioning, and as much as you hear Mike McCarthy talking about those GPS numbers and all this other, what I call goofy, weird type science, analytic type science, numbers and all that good stuff. Like, I really would like to know, like, where we stand as a team. I would like to know, what does conditioning look like for the Dallas Cowboys? Because did we do something different this season? I mean, I don't know what it is, but it's taking a toll on us. But nonetheless, one thing I will say, and I heard Micah Parsons' podcast. Yeah, I know. It popped up and suggested. I didn't hit nothing. It played. But it just something in the milk is not clean, y'all. It's not. And there is a logic. Like, you can't tell me this is just bad luck. There is some logical explanation as to why we are banged up as we are. Is it the lack of conditioning? Is it the fact that we aren't or what appears to be a very physical football team, and we're playing a physical game? Like, what is it? I know in the past, in what was it, OTAs, Mike McCarthy got a couple slaps on the wrist about, being too physical with the practices, but like, I want Mike McCarthy to get the penalty for being too physical, like in regular practice. Sugar Daddy said we hadn't been a good conditioning team for years. Just a good sew them up. Yeah, them doctors have been doing a pretty damn bang up good job. Keystone, what's good? Good to see you, my guy. It's got to be some kind of logical answer for it, but nonetheless, taking a pivot. The questions were asked leading up to the trade deadline that just passed on yesterday, and there was a lot of questions about do you buy, do you sell? Obviously at this point that's neither here nor there, but nonetheless the Cowboys decided that they were going to be buyers, and they traded with the Carolina Panthers for Jonathan Mingo. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm torn. Parts of me gets it, parts of me does not. Looking at the compensation factor, the timing, doesn't make sense. But then you look at, okay, y'all kind of swap picks. You got to pick and exchange. The fact that we got 10 next year, potentially more. Next year is going to be a deep draft. We got 23 free agents coming up. So there's going to be some more turnover. Guys with expiring contracts, all that good stuff. So just looking at things, we currently sit at 3-5. Now, it's looking real dim. It's looking very dim, being quite honest with y'all. But the possibility is still there. We have seen teams start out extremely hot and fizzle out. Thank you, Philadelphia Eagles, for the division last year. They absolutely imploded. Now, I know they're a little bit different this year, et cetera, whatever, but, hey, we know Philly can Philly. But just looking at things, not having DAK, we could potentially be getting Micah back this week. Not sure about Bland, D-Law, or anybody else, but it's still hope. I've been hearing reports this week that, management is not leaving out the option that Trey Lance could be a part of the game plan. Mike McCarthy, to me, sounded more like he was all about Cooper Rush, even though he's appreciated what he's seen from Trey Lance. I think it could be a situation to where it may look a little goofy like the running back rotation at times. You know, it could be, hey, Cooper is doing a decent job, and just for no random apparent reason, we just slide Trey Lance up in there, you know, for a series or so. You know, I don't know. One thing that this regime this year has showed me is that they can be so unpredictable. So unpredictable, like almost predictably unpredictable, if y'all follow me. We just aren't making good decisions. And that has started from the conclusion of last year. You decided to bring this coaching staff back for another year. Dan Quinn said, hell no, I'm going to go. He went on to the nation's capital. And while we on that topic, that wonderful topic that has stirred so many individuals in so many different emotional directions as of recently, I'm going to tell you, like your team tells us, interview after interview. Hey, you control what you can control, right? You made your vote, you cast your ballot, it's done. Okay? The country has spoken loud and clear. They spoke loud and clear before. So guess what? I made it through them 4 years. I made it through the 4 years after that. I'll make it through the next 4 years. By the grace of God. Live your life. Do what you do. Love up on your family. Ignore your haters. And keep pressing. That's as far political as I'm going to go with this. But nonetheless, so you lost, some coaching staff. You still got guys. Zimmer came in, 1 year deal, all that good stuff. So much uncertainty as far as 25 is concerned. We don't know what the roster's going to look like. We don't know what the coaching staff is going to look like. We don't know what schemes may look like. All of that. But guess what? At the end of the day, everybody who will be retained for that organization is a professional. And we are going to hold them to professional standards. Even if this season continues to go awry the way it has, guess what? AMP going to be right here for it. And despite the fact that we may not reach the altitude that we want to for this season, you still have the opportunity to remain engaged. I know there are a lot of people, and appreciate everybody in the chat tonight. Y'all go ahead, hit that like button, smash it several times, share it with your homies, share it with your haters, because that's what makes this channel greater. Even with everything going awry, Micah said something, and it kind of sparked something in me. And AMP is Mr. Passionate. I care, tremendously about this team. A lot of times I get caught up. I feel like I'm back on the block playing ball myself. I get wrapped up. It's a mentality. And there is still a lot to play for. And there are folks of the mindset who will tell you that, hey, at this point, we just need to tank. Like, for what? You got 10 draft picks. You got 10. 10. You want that many goddamn new people coming on your team? Like, let's be for real, y'all. Let's be for real. Man, Angie, they ain't even saying nothing. Like, they don't even ask about Marshawn Nealon. Like, what's sad is a lot of these injuries, they say, oh, it'll be a couple of weeks, but a couple of weeks, God, y'all talking a couple of months. There's a major difference between a couple weeks and a couple months. Like, I really think they were just holding on, like, hey, maybe, they
I want me some glory hole.
yeah. I think they were just being over hopeful. And that's another great point, Ty Church. Man, we got 5 divisional games left, y'all. Like 5. There is a way currently for us to make it happen. It's still, I mean, I'm not selling hope. But I was always told until the clock hits 000, you still can win. The clock ain't hit 000 on this season yet. But in the event, should things continue to head in a downward spiral, we still have a job to do, y'all. We still got a job to do. Like, even when your company is not doing good, y'all still have inventory. Right? We still got to take inventory. We still have to conduct evaluations. Before, I said it on Sunday, before we ever tiptoe into draft content, we need to squeeze every ounce of juice out of the 2024 season. There are still, thank you, Ty Church again. There are still 9 games left, y'all. We still got more games left to play than what we've played. And guess what? It's possible. You know how I know it's possible? Because I've seen 2 different teams in the last 2 games play 2 different halves. We still got another half of football left to play. Didn't do so good in the first half. You still got another half to improve. Because guess what? When an organization makes the concerted effort to state that we are tanking, or all of the moves and positionings tell you that they are tanking, what it also does is subconsciously it tells your players that it's okay to lose. That's not cool in my book. Amp is not a loser. Amp is not lame either. And if you know what lame is, that's a loser always making excuses. That is not I am not him. Neither of the two of us shall meet. I don't give a damn. My daddy used to bust my ass back in the day playing ball. I would be mad as hell. Mad. And guess what? Him whipping my ass just made me come back harder. And come back harder. And come back harder. Until one day I finally got that ass. I finally got him. And guess what? You know how sweet that was, y'all? The fact that I beat my dad. Man, I was talking cash money-ish. No matter, look, you cannot tell me that as bad as that season looks, if we around and Philly find out on Sunday, you cannot tell me you ain't gonna celebrate. Because that's just how much we hate they filthy ass. Can't stand them. They make my ass itch, y'all. We got to start taking on the mentality. The team has to start taking on the mentality that, hey, nobody likes us. The fans like us, but in the league, nobody else likes us. As Boss Cowboy talks about, start embracing that villain role. Hell, even if you can't win the NFC East, spoil somebody else's opportunity. Mess things up for them. We need to be somebody's Arizona from last year. Remember the way Arizona, we were super favored over Arizona, and they came in here and bust our ass? We need to give that to somebody else. We need at the end of the game for them to say, yeah, we didn't take them seriously. We were BSing in practice this week. We didn't think yeah. Shock the world. Appreciate you, Angie. Hey, I like, yeah, for real. Like, I be pissed off when we lose, but damn it, when we win, especially when we win against rival opponents, oh my God, I become unbearable. Y'all ask Boss Cowboy, my petty game is serious. I tell folks when I meet them, the strongest bone in my body is my petty bone. Try me. Low key, my wife will tell you I'm petty. But in all seriousness, there is still an opportunity for you to embrace this season. Something to be able to hang your hat on going into 25. So many opportunities. Now, one thing I do appreciate about these injuries that have plagued the squad this season is you have individuals who are getting some very serious reps. Very serious reps. I mean, like, out the gate, I wish Nealon wouldn't have gotten injured because he was getting some quality reps. I mean, he still got some good ones, even if he should not return this season, but you can't reduplicate this. And that's kind of what I was telling my homeboy the other day. I said, the whole Mingo situation, people were like, why didn't you just wait till they cut him, et cetera, or whatever. Like, I'm already pissed off because I feel like if management is going to move on from this regime, and they knew it for some time, but they just wanted to let them ride their contract out, I'm going to be mad because you said you were all in, but ultimately revealed that we were in a soft rebuild. So my thing is, if you are acknowledging that you are in a soft rebuild, why not have your new coaching regime in here so they can give some input on these players that you've been acquiring? Like, for real, like, bring them into the fold, get an understanding and feeling for what they want, what they prefer, their type, learn all of those things. Because we could have started this process a little earlier if we was going to bullshit and waste this season. Like, real talk. And now we got Philly coming into the crib. I hate when we play Philly at home first. I really don't like going to their house late in the season. But, hey, it is what it is. We flip-flop every season. That's how it's been. That's how it's going to be until the league says otherwise. But they are looking to come in here and really just absolutely attempt to close the door on your season. And you have struggled. You have not found a way to win at home yet this year. Something that we were hanging our hat on last year, and that's something that Coach Marv has been talking about. At the end of the day, the guys want to hang their head on their laurels, but my thing is you can't hang your hat on your laurels because your laurels ain't been returning you no dividends. At one point, you used to say, we don't lose at home. Okay, well, guess what? You can't find a way to win at home now. At some point, you used to say, we don't lose 2 in a row. Well, guess what? You've done that a couple of times this season. Mike McCarthy has this record out of the bye since he's been with the Cowboys. Dak's been hurt before. Last time it happened, we went 4-1. You can't keep resting on that. That's not going to save you. But what will save you is effort. What will save you is discipline. What will save you is focus. What will save you is intensity. And what will save you is the absolute desire to win at all costs. Leaving it all out on the field. I want to see my team mature. I feel like we have been childish in a lot of instances. You know, the whole goofy exchange with the media and D's nuts and all this other kind of goofy stuff. I want to see us mature. I want to see us get past the simple, stupid things. I really want to see my guys honestly and truthfully put their money where their damn mouth is. Don't talk about it, be about it. Exactly, Angie. None of that buddy shit. None of that pat you on the back, good play type. Nah, no. This ain't golf. This ain't table tennis. This ain't none of that. This ain't goldfish. This is football. American football. Physical football. It ain't meant for nobody to be nice, hospitable. Like, they coming in your house. Like, they trying to rape your wife and beat your kids. Like, they not coming. We not serving them no tea when they come up in here. JVB boy, what's good with you? Yeah, well, ain't nothing friendly, dog. Nothing. And you know, Kellen Moore is going to have that same type energy that Detroit did. Oh, y'all let me go? You decided to stick with the other guy? I'm homegrown and you kicked me out for him? You don't think Kellen Moore gonna try and come in here and bust our ass? You're sadly mistaken. You are sadly mistaken. They definitely gonna try and come in here and knock your ass upside the head and have the game over with before halftime and have the TV switch into the secondary game. That's what they want to do. So my thing is, do you let them come in your house? So switching gears. There are some people who are saying Cooper. There are some people saying Lance. I see it both ways. I see the benefits of Cooper Rush, of safe Cooper Rush. Knows the offense. What's good? Led Better Luca was good. Good to have you. So, yeah. Some folks are saying Cooper. Some folks are saying Lance. And I get it. With Lance, you get the benefit of mobility. You know, he's able to be creative, you know, on the fly, moving out of the pocket. Your pass protection has not been that great, so I get it. I understand it. He's hungrier. You know, it's so many positives to look at with Lance. But there's also the lack of experience, the inaccuracy at times. So there are pros and cons for either one. You know, Cooper Rush, you know what you're going to get. He ain't going, you know, he ain't no Lamar Jackson. You know, that's all I'm going to say about that. But, you know, I don't want him to be a sitting duck. I know he's, you know, attempts to be safer with the ball, but at the same time, because of the lack of success in pass pro, like, I don't want him back there being a sitting duck. You know, the Eagles have a fairly nice defensive line, and they do create pressure. They coming in as a highly ranked defense, highly touted defense. I don't want them sitting back there teeing off on him to the point to where Trey Lance is all we got. You know, we may see a mixture of both of them. I don't know. You know, I think part of it, of what we heard this week, as far as don't leave the door closed on Trey. He has a good set of skills. Yeah, I get it. I think some of that is gamesmanship. I think, you know, because Jerry came and opened up his mouth as far as, you know, being able to go either way, I don't think that's something individuals and the rest of the organization wanted to put out there, you know, but now it's maybe we will, maybe we won't type deal. You know, just so Philadelphia has to plan for that extra wrinkle. There's a possibility for us to win. As decimated as this team has been, offense not having it together, defense not having it together, special teams looking suspect at points, special teams looking better at certain points. With all that being said, you have been in more games than you haven't this season, really and truthfully. You look at the wins, and then out of the losses, out of the 5 losses, really and truthfully, only were 2 in blowout fashion. You were competing in the others, and in a lot of instances, and this is not me being a homer. This is not Ant being a homer. But I really feel like we be beating ourselves, y'all. Like, I really feel like we be beating ourselves, like, especially the last 2 games, like, the run game was showing promise. And when we decided to stray away from it, the game took a shift. Like, I get it. Running is not as flashy and as beautiful and as aesthetic as the run game, but the run game does so many things that promotes a healthy remainder of your team. It gives your defense an opportunity to rest. Like, these are things we've been talking about all throughout the watch parties for the last couple of seasons. Like, giving your defense ample rest in between series, like, it shows the success. Like, you can see the level of success in the team based off of the rest. Like, that is a part, rest is a part of health. That could be another reason why we are injured the way we have. Maybe individuals aren't getting proper rest. I don't know. But yes, we have been shooting ourselves in the foot. Absolutely, Drell. I felt like we lost that game more than they won it. And guess what? We did have a little luck work in our favor. London went out early. Okay. Last week, Mason went out early. Like, things happen. From my understanding, I believe that Dallas Goedert might be injured. I know they still got Brown, and I still know they still got Devontae, but I mean, hell, we've been getting hit so much by it. Maybe it's somebody else's turn. I ain't wishing nothing on nobody, but I'm just saying, you know? Miss Nisi. Yeah, he blew me with that one, Nisi. He blew me. He loose lip Jerry. Loose lip Jerry went to talking. They allowed him to be in the meeting, and he done blah, 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 blah.
I want me some glory hole.
He done did it, and he done put that out there. Like, I really wish they kind of would script the questions with him, just so he won't expose information that's supposed to be privy to the organization. Like, Jerry is giving older parent, might not be all the way right up here. We got to take the keys from you and your license because, yeah, you shouldn't probably be behind somebody's wheel. That's what Jerry's giving. That's what Jerry is giving. Like, I really believe, yes, he is GM entitled, but already, y'all, this is Steven's show, and I think you see the frustration in Jerry because they're two different individuals. Several players have talked about this very topic. Jerry is more of the homeboy owner. Steven is a little bit more uptight, Good cop, bad cop. Best way I could put it. But even with that being said, even with all the injuries that's hit us, we still got an opportunity to go out here, compete, and as coach would say, gangster this W. Because I ain't going to lie, y'all, I want a gangster. Like, I don't care how we get it. That clock hit 0, and we got more points than them. Shit, let's go. Who else wants some? Chest out. I'm talking big boy. But yeah, no matter who's QB, it will be imperative. I don't give a damn who it is. It will be imperative that we tighten up with this run game. I mean, we got over a buck last week, y'all. I was like, oh my God, boy, we feed somebody. Y'all saw the hat. Feed somebody. I don't care. It ain't feed Zeke. It could be Zeke. It could be Cooks. I don't care. Like, feed somebody. Who's ever hot, let them stay hot. Let them keep rolling. It's working. It takes the pressure off your line. It takes the pressure off your quarterback. It takes the pressure off your receivers. It takes the pressure off of your defense. It takes the pressure off of your entire team. You control the time of possession. The time that you have the ball, that means they don't. And if they don't have the ball, that means that they ain't scoring. Unless we get stupid on offense. That's the other thing. Mike, look. Come here, Mike. Come here. My dude. Like, I know you're probably not going to be here long. You know what I'm saying? I know you might have your house halfway packed up. I don't know. You could have sent the wife and your daughter back to Green Bay. I don't know. Nonetheless, I don't even know if you still want to coach in the NFL. I don't know if you want to go into broadcasting. I really don't know, dog. But, hey, look. Over here in Dallas, like, we have a really strong fan base. And we like to win. And if you ain't about winning, just go ahead and step aside, bro. Do us all a favor. Like, we it won't be no hard feelings. You tried, valiant effort. I'll give you an E for effort. Okay, and you just go ahead and ride off into the sunset and ride on back to your basement in Green Bay. We cool, dog. We cool, I promise you. Pennsylvania, wherever you want to go, back with your family. I don't care. Because you have said time and time again, I got to blow myself up for this. You have said time and time again, bro. You have talked about attempts. Where we at? Nah, I don't want that. Nah. There we go. Okay. You have talked time and time again about getting your attempts. being complimentary. We were at one point the last 2 games, and then you decided to shift for whatever reason. You decided to fix her what was not broke. Why? I know you're a very intelligent individual. You talk a good game. I know you learned the West Coast 30 years ago. I know you're a seasoned saint. AARP card carrying member. I get it. But if you feel like this ain't for you no more, dog. As Fantasia said, don't want me, then don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself. Don't want me, then don't talk to me. Go ahead to someone else. Just go ahead and free yourself, dog. I will not be mad, bro. Pass that thing off to Shotty, you know what I'm saying, and we'll bid you adieu. Yes, I said it in real time. I said, man, doing that Falcons game and he decided to go for it and we didn't get it. Like, bro, your defense actually made them punt the ball for what, 5 times last game? It was only a 1-score game and not even a full. It was a 4-point game, dude. And you froze up like a hoe. You froze up. See, in my line of work, they would look at you and they would say, based off of our observations, you are no longer fit for duty. At this point in time, Mike McCarthy does not feel like he is fit for duty. You have weapons at your disposal. I know we got individuals hurt, but you have weapons at your disposal, and you have had weapons at your disposal over your tenure for the last couple of years, including the last 2 years of you being the offensive coordinator, play caller, head coach, play caller, whatever you want to call, whatever your damn title is, calling the plays. You have mishandled talent. TP is balling. Amari Cooper, when he first got to Cleveland, was balling. We got to ask ourselves, why is it that across the board, offensive line, defensive line, linebackers, safeties, running backs, receivers, why is it that every single position group appears to have regressed to some extent? I get it. I know we got a couple of injuries. I understand that. I get it. I know it. But every group look bad, dog. And you just have zero answers. Zero answers. Exactly. Like, I don't know. Like, y'all said last year during the bye that a light bulb went off. You had a kumbaya, come to Jesus, retreat, workshop, whatever you did. And it looked like a totally different offense. So after you found out what worked, and I know you can't just rinse and repeat and duplicate. I get that. Things change from season to season. The way teams attempt to attack you is different. I get all of that. Damn, boy, y'all cold. Y'all. I gotta. Angie, you said he ate it? Boy, y'all hell. Y'all hell, man. Like he ate it. But like for real though, where it went. Like for real, bro. Like I know the chicken Big Mac is not all that, but was it out of that and the playbook and you decided to go playbook? Like that's clean eating to the T, bro. Like no seasoning, dog. You on a raw diet, bro? But yeah, it's we have had opportunities where we could have taken advantage of our opponent, and for whatever reason we took our foot off the gas, or for whatever reason we just kind of figured out the team too late, you know. I heard something disheartening today, and Mike McCarthy was talking about looking ahead to Thanksgiving, and I'm like, bruh, y'all take it easy on. I ain't talking about the Thanksgiving menu. I'm talking about the Thanksgiving schedule. Like, I get it. I know you got to be, you know, kind of proactive or whatever. You know, that's a new concept for this organization because they always wait till after the fact and want to fix shit. But Mike McCarthy said he's being proactive and he's trying to plan out the schedule for Thanksgiving. Dog, what do you have to plan out or tweak now that you're getting closer to Thanksgiving? Because you've done this Thanksgiving stretch now for the last 4 years. So what's new? You should have this down to a science at this point, bro. But nonetheless, you're thinking about Thanksgiving. So if you're thinking about Thanksgiving, that means you're not thinking about this weekend. You're not thinking about salute the service. You ain't thinking about that. That's the shit that's what got us caught up against Green Bay. You was thinking about the opponent. You were thinking about San Francisco while you was playing Green Bay. Green Bay came in here and bust your ass because you was thinking about San Fran. You think about Thanksgiving, Philly gonna come in here and bust your ass too. Focus on right now. You talking about being in the moment, talking about being rooted. Damn it, practice it. Every time I calm down, I get pissed off. Because I'm like, bro, we're wasting years of talent that other teams would love to have, y'all. Love to have. And we out here the goddamn mocking. They making a mockery of us. We are the laughing stock of the league. Folks talking about you want to know how to make Bill Belichick. You want to know how to make Bill Belichick look regular? Send him to Dallas. I'm like, bruh. It's at the point where they really think that everything good that touches Dallas goes bad. Good coaches gone bad. Good players gone bad. Damn, everything we that bad, we that tainted? Are we damaged goods? And I know a lot of people will say, the organization won't get better till the Jones family get out the way. I understand that. But damn it, right now, I don't see that as a possibility. And quite honestly, there is too much. The casual portion of this fan base is far too large to create any type of traction or motion to get the Jones family up out of Dallas, or at least, at the very least, to get them to move out the way. It's not going to happen because we got way too many casuals. Like folks just look sad. Like they interviewed Mike Zimmer. He was like, I don't know what to tell you. It was man-to-man coverage. And they asked him about, you know, the difficulty and the intricacies and the nuances and the complexity of his defense, and he was like, it was man coverage. Basically saying it was some simple shit that they couldn't do. That's depressing, y'all. Man coverage. How do you blow a man coverage assignment? Inquiring minds want to know. Like, we asking for things to not look so vanilla, but hey, maybe the players just ain't getting it. I don't know. I'm not in the building. I'm not an insider. I ain't gonna front and fake. Yeah, I know I got a cool background. I look damn good in my Cowboys hat and my shades, but it's a lot of things that Am does not know. And I do not know exactly what's going on in that building, but I feel like Lord knows we love our loved ones, right? But I'm talking significant others. I'm talking children. Hell, your mom and your daddy. I'm just being real right now. But you ever get so mad at them, sometimes you just want to shake the shit out of them. Snap out of it. When dad get to sitting there looking at that damn tablet, looking up at the screen, or CD be sitting there with that goofy look on his face, and flicks his hair back. And that's it. And see, JVB boy, that's what we were talking about earlier. Talking about no matter how the season goes, we have a job, we have a duty. Even though things are looking bad, we still have to find out. We got to check what's in the pantry. We got to look and see what's in the fridge. Before we think about going grocery shopping, we need to look and see what we got. Man, the only thing injured with Zach Martin is his damn pride. His ass just ain't got it no more. He has had a great career, but I think at this point, he is losing it. See, I'm going to get deep with y'all for a minute. I'm going to get biblical with y'all for a minute. There are those, including myself, who believe that there is power of life and death in the tongue. As a man thinketh. Zach Martin was already talking about this potentially being his last year. Yeah. You done spoke it, bro. Zach Martin's back up. I'm going to tell you. Really and truthfully. Listed, he doesn't have one. Now, what they will do in that situation is they'll probably just send TJ Bass out there. But something I've noticed the last couple of years, we have only went with 4 backup offensive linemen on the active roster. So, I don't know, y'all. I had this weird theory about what your offensive line could look like next year. But let's go as your tackle. Now, what I potentially was thinking going forward is Terrence Steele has started to slip slightly. Y'all hear me out. This just amp spitballing. Man, JVC, you asking some real questions, bro. Like, you really think that they're going to bench Zach Martin? Zachary Martin. You really think they would bench Zach? Like, we've seen it before. Like, we've been calling for other players who, you know, we've been calling for some backups, and for whatever reason, they're reluctant to relinquish it to that backup player. Because, you know, if we pay him, we got to play him. That's, you know, the rules of engagement in Dallas, dog. You know what it is, man. So, I was thinking maybe kicking Steele inside to tackle. to guard. Bringing Tyler Guyton from the left and putting him at right and leaving him at right. Pretty much the entirety of his collegiate career, he played right tackle. You know, Dallas is one of the goofy franchises where we say, hey, I know you did this, but I think you'd be a pretty good at that. We love that flexibility. We're gonna fit you where we see fit. And unfortunately, that's why you have the woes that you do for some of these positions. You got guys that are honestly and truthfully probably not playing their most ideal position. Like, imagine needing a Phillips screwdriver. Will a flathead work? Yeah. Depending on the size. Yeah, it'll work. But there's a reason that if that screw has that Phillips head, that a Phillips will work for it. The connection points, the contact points. It grips it better. It turns it easier. Yeah, you could do it with a Phillips, but a flathead, but a Phillips works better. A Phillips works better on Phillips. And a Phillips will absolutely not work for a screw with a flathead slot. That's just what it is. That's something we would appreciate the flexibility, but that's one of the things we need to change moving forward. We need to actually start putting guys in their best true positions. Yeah, you can kind of see, okay, you want to see how he looks, cool. Okay, you know you got that in your back pocket should you ever need it. But put them where they're strong. Strengthen your strengths. But we got guys in converted positions because that's what we think is best for them, instead of what they have been trained and accustomed to doing. That's a philosophy that has been around for a while. We don't have a system and draft players for the system. We draft the players that we like and try to squeeze them into the system. Square peg, round hole. But nonetheless, look, as bad as we have looked, as banged up as we have looked, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? There is still hope. There's still hope. And guess what? Sometimes we know Philly is known to Philly. They're going to F it up. But honestly and truthfully, I just want to see, I don't know about y'all, but I want to see my ball club come out. I want to see them compete. I want to see them compete. I want to see them have the fight. I want to see my team start to mature. Even if we don't get to the level that we want it to be at the beginning of the season, I want to see a steady progression. I've got to see you improving. If you were not improving from this point to the end of the season, I'm sorry, there's no reason for me to keep you around next year. That just is what it is. I have to see some improvement. I have to know that you are not at your ceiling and there is nothing extra that you can offer me. I need to know that. I need players digging down right now and digging into that extra. Go into those reserves. I want you to empty it out. I want you to pour it out. I want to see you leave it on the field. Those are guys that I know I can play with. Most importantly, those are guys that I know I can build with. If I can't work with you, I can't build with you, I can't win with you. That's just it. That's just straight up. I need to know I got some real G's on my squad. When it's time to go to war, I want you to be able to go to war. Whether y'all want to believe it or not, as banged up as we are, guess what? They're not going to take it easy on us. We have to understand that even though we at home, it's going to be a hostile-like environment. Philly travels fairly well. I have been to a couple of Dallas and Philly games in Dallas. They bring the squad. They bring the noise. It be quiet. It be quiet at the end. I'm going to tell you, at the end of this video, I'm going to play a little clip, and you're going to see it as it fades out, and you see me walking out of AT&T Stadium with my Dallas chain, and I want y'all to read my lips the same way y'all wrote You got to stay to the end. I want you to read my lips the same way y'all read Dak Prescott's lips. And see what type of heart your boy Amp got. Look here, good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good becomes your better and your better becomes your best. Until next time, Cowboys Nation, y'all be blessed. Here it go. Read my lips. Read my lips. Yeah, y'all know what time it is. Uh-huh. Yes, sir. POP. Hold it down.